Good morning and welcome. Patriot Radio News Hour. Joe and Jason on this Monday. I hope you guys had a great weekend out there. It's time to get back into the grind. It's going to be another interesting week, right? We've got obviously deal or no deal in the Strait of Hormuz. I don't know that we dust off Howie Mandel, right? And we can get the deal or no deal game going back again. We will get, obviously, a bunch of economic data. CPI data is going to be the biggest one. That will be Wednesday, followed by PPI on Thursday. We'll get a look at budget statements. And we'll also get retail sales. So a pretty big week as far as data goes. But we'll be here breaking it all down for you as we always do. But first, before we really get into everything, don't forget Wednesday. We're going to get a full update from Mike and Jason on Orem. We have the crypto meeting in Colorado. That will be Wednesday night. And then Friday is the radio station's appreciation night. Make sure you get your tickets now. Get out to the website, get it done. It's $10. You get fed. And then Monday the 17th, Phoenix. Everybody call. Do it today. Tell me you're coming. It's going to be at Barrio Brewing, right at the Deer Valley Air Park, right inside the Deer Valley Air Park. We've had a bunch of meetings there in the past. We're going to have Eddie Allen coming into town. And, guys, he is so good at what he does. And we are going to be showing off one of the big wins in the utility of Texas Coin. It is here. Matter of fact, I think the first machine's going to go live today in Texas. But we will have our look here at Nectar Pay and Crypto Pop. And also, the trial starts on the 17th. Again, 17th through the 20th. It is going to be a really big month for Texas Coin and Iskander. And I told you guys all along, hey, I'm fighting the whole way with this. We knew that we had a lot of great things coming. It just took time. It is here. We are going to have all kinds of utility that is going to every day start adding to. When we talk about utility, what does utility mean? Well, this means somebody's buying Texas Coin on the open market. Why? Because it's part of the utility. I'm buying it on the open market because I signed up for Nectar Pay. I'm buying it on the open market because I'm on Zero Chill. And one of the games, right, I bought an upgrade and all of these things. And we got Eddie coming. Eddie will talk to you about Downtown Digital. He'll talk to you about Fair Money. He'll talk to you about Sovereign Money. I mean, we've said it. I'll say it again. Our plan is very simple. We're going to win in Texas. We want to be a top 100 crypto before Token 2049 October 7th. Right now, to do that, now I call it the drive to 5, but I think to do that technically today anyway, I think it's somewhere between $3 or $4. But yeah, plan on it. I think in the next 30 days, check this out. Nectar Pay on the TXC blockchain will be the number one. We will do more crypto transactions than any crypto or any company in the world. Right now, that company that does the most is a company called BitPay. They do about 9,000 transactions a month. We plan on doing 9,000 transactions before lunch. Yeah, not a month, half a day. So Monday, 6 p.m., bring all your stuff. Bring your coins, bring your laptops, bring your phones. We're going to get you all dialed in. But first, call and let us know you're coming. Bring a guest, bring the wife, bring the neighbor. I don't care. Just bring yourself. But let us know so we got food. We're going to feed you. We're going to do all that stuff. It's going to be great. 800-951-0592. That is the toll-free number right now. How do we want to say it? That it looks like this deal with Iran, this deal to open the Strait of Hormuz, I don't know how else to say it, right? Either we take our ball and go home, or, I don't know, I guess we bomb them some more. I don't know. We'll be back right after the break. 800-951-0592, Patriot Radio News Hour, Joe and Jason here on this Monday. Let's take a quick look in. The Dow, everything's pretty quiet today. So down 5 points. Let's call it flat. The S&P's up 5. The Nasdaq's down, 48 points. So pretty quiet. The 10-year note going the wrong way, 4, 6, and 9. So back to that 470 level. The Japanese yen, or the Japanese 10-year note, 281. And I know that doesn't sound like a lot. That is a awful lot for the Japanese. The Japanese insurance companies. This is another thing we'll have to watch out for. These are only paper losses, right? Because when bond yields rise, and we kind of talked about this, right? Bond yields go higher. The bonds you are already holding are worth less. The problem for Japan, well, their insurance company, because who buys long-dated treasuries? Insurance companies, money markets, right? These are kind of these are instruments for them in particular. They're sitting on massive losses, we call unrealized, because they haven't sold these bonds. If a situation arises where, I don't know, natural disasters, somehow all of a sudden more people than anticipated die and things of that nature in Japan, they're going to have to sell. And again, this is just one of those things you got to look out for because nobody talks about. But these unrealized losses are getting massive, and the problem is they're only going to get worse. Crude oil up about $3, so we're back into the low 80s. NYMEX crude 81, Brent crude 87. Right, we've got elevated gas and diesel prices. So really, the issue here is nobody thinks the United States can necessarily go along with the Iranian plan, which is A, no U.S. and Israeli ships can go through the strait. B, if the Saudis and the UAE and the Kuwaitis, right, if they want to transport through the strait, well, you got to have to pay for all the damage that was done by you allowing the United States to use your bases, and then everybody else has to pay a fee. We'll see. That is what is on the table, and right now it's been very quiet from the United States. Right now, the blockade of the blockade is still in effect. So the reason why we're seeing oil prices move is everybody's like, okay, I don't know exactly how much oil is left out there that can be used, but we're getting closer and closer to this being a problem. And when we thought there was going to be, do you remember, crude oil fell, to 70? Now it's 80. Heading back the wrong way again. We'll see how it plays out. I have no idea, right? I don't think neither does anybody else. I know we're all tired of it. Gold's up a 10 spot here. Listen, gold, watch it here. Watch. We're watching $4,400 right now. 43.52. 43.52. Silver. Uh-oh. Up another dollar plus. 64.5. This is 64 is another important level. Close above 64 in silver. Right? Does it put 68 to 70 on the map? Yep. Sure does. Let's watch it. Now, the one thing that will say, hey, what will hold gold and silver in this week? Maybe the inflation numbers. How bad are they? If they're not so bad, right, we're going to have to start talking about $5,000 gold again. We'll see here, but again, I think the Federal Reserve's kind of already showed its hand, right? We had a really bad jobs number, but they didn't. They've had two chances now under the new regime to raise rates, and they haven't done so. Their next meeting is until September, and I guarantee you they'll come up with a reason why it is that they're not going to be able to raise these rates. And again, remember, this is the problem. They're in a trap here. If we raise rates, it's going to force the Japanese to have to raise their rates. Right? Japan probably already has to. But this is now this deal. We kind of made a deal with the devil when we decided to help the Japanese control or deny the markets from telling us what is the Japanese yen really worth. Right? That's what the market's jobs are supposed to do. And they're trying to prevent the markets from doing their jobs. It's just like, what's the dollar really worth? Oh, how can we know? Right? Because the Treasury, every week, they're buying U.S. debt. I don't know how they're even allowed to do it, but they are. Right? We don't know. Now, here's the other part. The money train is coming. All of the benefit, the best quarter for U.S. debt, April, May, June. It's the best quarter. Why? Well, income tax, April 15th. The money's gone. And now we enter into the worst phase of U.S. debt. It's pretty much the last quarter of the year. Now, we do have, for those that file extensions, you have that October number. But unfortunately, you get Social Security, so we're going to hear from the Social Security Administration, right? They're going to tell us here in the next few weeks how much more they're going to have to pay in COLA adjustments, right? We got that coming. Obviously, the budget, right? There is no budget, right? Continuing resolutions. This is 2, maybe 3 years in a row where we've been unable to even pass a budget. And, of course, as we know, the debt now approaching $40 trillion. We're getting ready to break through $39 trillion. And like I said, the only question that is really left for us this year is how close to $42 trillion does the U.S. deficit number hit before 2026 is over. And then, of course, well, what comes up in 2027? Well, how close to 40? How close to 45 trillion is it going to be? But again, it just shows how the Federal Reserve is completely failing the system, right? Because they lied to us, they manipulated. They're able to make everything cost a fortune, right? They say their two mandates are stable dollar and full employment. Now, unfortunately, most of us would view stable, and this is why I think they use this word stable. Stable to me is, well, whatever it was worth yesterday, whatever it could buy yesterday, it could buy today. Whatever it could buy yesterday, it can buy next week, next month, next year, right? That's stable to me, but not in the eyes of the bankers. Stable to them just means we want it to buy less, but at an amount that we say. And how about this for the ultimate kick in the pants? Not only do they say how much less they want it to buy, they also get to determine how they come up with that calculation. Right? Which again, most of us are like, well, you know what? A pound of ground beef costs this today, costs that tomorrow, costs this next month. That's not how they count it. That's how they used to count it. Of course, Alan Greenspan changed that in the 90s. Now Kevin Warsh wants to change it again. Let me set up a task force. Let me tell you what's coming. They're just coming up. And listen, these are really smart people. Seriously. I don't know them personally, but I have no doubt they are super smart. And they're sitting in their offices and their conference rooms. And they come up with a way to rationalize how something costing more doesn't equal inflation. We don't need to count it. As an example, we'll count food and energy, but let's set it aside. Like any of us can live without food and energy, right? I mean, hello? Kind of the most important things. Take housing. They even came up with a way to fix that one. I mean, that should be super easy, right? Here's how much rents are, right? Come up with a median or an average rent price. Here's how much mortgages cost. I mean, right? Throw in insurance and this, tax, title, license, right? All that. I mean, it should be pretty simple. You know what? This is how smart these people are. This is back in the 90s. Somebody figured out, hey, guys, I got an idea. Okay. Well, what is it? How about we call homeowners? Well, how's that going to help? We'll ask them how much they'd pay to rent the home that they allegedly own. Right? I'm not kidding. And they actually figured they probably did a test. I guarantee you they did a test. Right? You know how they do, these companies do test products, right? Oh, let's get some people in, let's test this product and tell us if it's any good or not. You know why? They counted on, well, they got a mortgage payment. The most likely, say a number, at or below or near whatever their mortgage payment is. So think about somebody who's owned their home for like the last 20 years. They probably got a mortgage payment of like $1,500. Of course, the home is worth 3, 4, 5 times as much now. How much would you rent your house for? $1,500? Okay. Of course, what's the actual rent on that house? $5,000 a month? Yeah. We're getting ready again. You know how you block it? Gold. 800-951-0592. Patriot Radio News Hour today. So we've had lots of people. I get it. They need money. Got to sell. It doesn't matter what it is. I've got to buy a house, or I got to help my kids buy a house. My car broke down. You know what's been real popular this year? I need a new air conditioner. Dude, if you only need one, that's at least $10,000. Just minimum $10,000 for an AC. How about this? This particular one. This woman needs dental surgery. $40,000. Take care of your teeth, man. But today, it's another opportunity. So, last week we had a great opportunity, and I told you, listen, guys, this stuff's limited. Why is it limited? Because they need the money, and they can't wait a month, 6 weeks to get it. So it's got to go back to the wholesalers. So here we go today. I have 20 $10 Liberties. Last week I had a great price, right? $21.75. Right? That's $43.50. I mean, gold right now is $43.52. Well, today got them a little better. I've got 20 $10 Liberties. They're going to be $21.50. $21.50. That means they're going to be $4,300 if you buy 2 of them. I have 20. 52. Really, think about this. $52 times 2, right? Because right now, gold's $43.52. So you're saving over $104 under spot for 2. Is that doing that right? No, I'm wrong. I'm sorry. I was right the first time. $52 under spot for the 2 $10 Liberties. I was trying to do a Fed on you guys. That's a great example of what they're doing to us, right? So $10 Liberties, only got 20 of them. $21.50 at 800-951-0592 as, again, here is what is going to happen. And it's not just here, it's everywhere. They are going to get more creative. Do you know why I think this meeting on Monday is so important, Phoenix? Because we want to take this power away from them. Aren't you tired of it? Now they're going to literally come out and just lie about it some more. I mean, it's already bad they lie about it now. Oh, no. We got to come up with a better lie. Let's sit down. Let's come together. Let's use logic so we can somehow tell the American public that inflation isn't as bad as they think it is. And does anyone really, do you really believe 3%? Does anybody believe that? I guess if you believe 3%, don't call. Don't call. I'm going to tell you right now. Here's the facts. Raising interest rates doesn't prevent inflation. It doesn't. It never did. It was a lie. It was something they made up. Right? They gave you some nonsense about, well, we'll slow down GDP so that way all the money we're printing won't be as bad if the rates are higher. Right? You won't be able to buy as much stuff. Well, look at the problem we have now. They want higher GDP, not lower, higher. And they're printing more money than they've ever printed before. And here's the problem. They've lowered rates, but the rates keep going higher. The inflation number doesn't get any better. I mean, how many years is it now? What year is it? What year are we in? 6? 7? They haven't done anything to fight inflation. They've done the opposite. And now, guess what? Here's the truth. You want the truth? They already know the truth. Right? They're the ones issuing the code red. Guys, we can't raise rates right now. I mean, if we raise rates, all these other currencies are going to get hammered. If we raise rates, the economy, listen, what are we? We're not even running 2% GDP so far this year. We're not. What did we do? I got a plan. Right? It's just like Idiocracy. President Camacho had a plan. But this guy not sure. What's their plan? Let's change the inflation numbers. That's the plan. That is the plan. We're going to print more money than we've ever printed before. Prices are going to get even more expensive, and we're just going to lie about it. And guess what? Gold's going to the moon. To the moon. Before 2035 is over. Talking about a debt nearing $100 trillion. I don't even think it's probable. It's likely. $10 Liberty below spot 150. 800-951-0592. $10 Liberties. $21.50 a coin. If you buy 2 of those, that's $4,300. That's $53, $54 now below spot at 800-951-0592. And of course, the new plan. Let's just lie, right? Let's come up and figure out a way to lie. Here's the great part. The lies are less and less effective. I mean, look at the intervention with Japan. I mean, the Japanese yen's at back to 159. Right? I mean, I don't mean to laugh, but we're almost right back above the 160. Why? Because no one believes it. In this war with Iran, I hate to say it, it's not helping. Are we the great superpower? Right? Are we? Are we out of missiles? What people are saying. Right, I know that here in the West we get this propaganda about how great Ukraine's doing in the war. Not so much. Matter of fact, they can't shoot down anything now. There's nothing. They can't shoot down a single thing. They don't have any missiles to shoot anything down with. It's true. Uh-oh. Remember Donald Trump wanted to spend, what was it, Jason, $1.5 trillion next year on defense? Yeah, you think? I think I got an idea what that money's going for, don't you?
You know, I don't know. I mean, do you really believe that these countries are out of missiles? I don't know if I believe it. I don't know. That's right. We don't know. It just seems like it's a reach to get people to, oh, man, they can't protect themselves. Give them more money.
Give them more money.
It sounds like.
Right. Listen, that's it, guys. And how many times have I told you? They only, they sit there and they like to tell you, oh, we've got all these tools. They've got one tool. And they've only had one the whole time. It's dead. That's it. It's the only tool they got. They don't want you to know that's the only tool they have. That's it. That's all they have. How can we manipulate and create more debt? That's it. That's it. That's all they got. And now, look at today. Iran's got new demands today. Can't make it up, right? I mean, at least according to the news agencies, they got new demands. So scrap what I said before, right? So remember, the old demand was no U.S. and Israeli ships can go through the strait. All the countries that have oil, Saudi Arabia, UAE, Kuwait, that allowed the United States to use their bases. You can't ship anything either until you make reparations. And then everybody else, you just have to pay. Well, that was yesterday. According to the latest, the Iranians have added new requirements before they will open the Strait of Hormuz. Requirement number 1. The United States must end all hostilities and withdraw its troops from the area. I don't know. Does that mean even the bases where we've had troops the whole time? I don't know. Iran also says the United States must pay billions in war reparations and lift all sanctions on Iran. Now, over the weekend, things were circulating that, we kind of, we're not going to invade them. And if we're not going to invade them, we kind of are at our end here. And we are going to come up with even more devastating sanctions that we are going to place on Iran. What that would be, I have no idea, right? I mean, we are blockading the whole country, right? So they can't get anything in or out. I don't know what more you can do, but apparently we were going to do more. And now the Iranians are saying, you got to lift all sanctions, you got to pay war reparations, and all your troops got to leave. So this looks like maybe the perfect storm, as Jason was saying. They need inflation. Guys, I hate to tell you this. They need inflation. They need it. They have to have it. Because remember the plan. Well, we got to grow out of it. There's no growth right now. The whole world's got the same problem. Well, what can we do? Well, look at this. Nobody's safe anywhere. Ukraine's not safe. Russia's not safe. Right? The whole Middle East is unsafe. And I don't know if you saw, right? Someone put it out there. Russia may invade NATO. Right? Yeah, sure. Why? Because you're not safe. Taiwan's not safe. Japan's not safe. Korea's not safe. Everybody needs to spend. because we want to be safe. Now, you want to know what's safe? Owning a lot more gold. That's safe. 800-951-0592. $10 Liberty. $21.50. Until they're gone. We'll be back. Final segment coming up. 800-951-0592. Patriot Radio News Hour. Final segment on this Monday. Down to 15 $10 Liberties now at $21.50. 800-951-0592. So, by the way, gold up $17 now. $43.60. Yeah, get ready. Silver. Wow, silver may be over $65 before the day is over. Up $1.35, 64.81. Get ready. See, they were already going to blow the deficit up at the end of this year. That was a given. The intervention, I don't know if they saw that coming or not. Doesn't look like it. Because it was very poorly done. Of course, what choice did they have? They had to come out and say, oh, yeah, it's look at a great thing. Oh, we love the Japanese, and oh, yeah, it's great. You know, oh, this currency shouldn't be this weak. No, it's fine.
What about United Wholesale Mortgage? Did you hear about them Friday?
I did not.
Big, massive mortgage company. Plummeted 35% when the market was going up. And then they stopped paying their dividends. It's big.
Well,
they're talking $451 million loss for Q2 2026.
Just so you know, I think they're the largest mortgage company out there in the U.S. anyway, United Wholesale. I know the guy that owns the Suns. I don't know if that's his company or not.
Yeah, I think it's that guy. Yeah,
right?
I think so.
Yeah, great. Of course.
Q2, $452 million losses. The stock went down 30% at one point, 35%, and they are stopping paying dividends, which I guess in the stock world is a big bad one, Joe.
Yeah, and again, this whole issue when we talk about debt problems, when we talk about things and lying about what they cost, I mean, housing's unaffordable, period. It's unaffordable. Well, how can you afford it? Well, I guess if a mortgage was 3%, it's not going to happen. Why? Because the bond market's wise. Now, okay, I'll let you deceive everybody at a 10-year note at 4.7. Right? And that's deception, by the way. Japanese yen at 2.8 or whatever, right? Deception. What comes next? 50-year mortgage? That'd be my guess. That's my guess. Right? How can you afford the payment? There's only one way. Because the rates aren't going to go down. Even if they lower the rates, it's not going down. Yeah. Slavery. It's looking just a different form. Jason keeps talking about it over and over and over and over again. Take part of your investment. Listen, guys, we always say this. Don't put all your money into gold. And I know some of you do. I wish you didn't, but some of you do. Add here. Protect yourself against the Wall Street bubble. Protect yourself against the debt bubble. You're going to be, what a great way to hand out money. That's like, hello. Go in Grandpa's pocket and pull this out. Thanks. Don't tell anybody. 800-951-0592.